Hello. Hi,
Hi.
Sandra. See, Sandra's always here. I'll need to do something actually. How is everyone? I hope everyone's okay. And enjoying this lovely cooler weather in the UK. What's it like there, Levi? The weather?
Um, it was actually pretty decent today. It got a little bit hot in the late afternoon, but it's a bit cloudy again. So that's good. I went shopping today for my Rocky Horror Show outfit.
I loved it. I loved it. Yeah.
It
When
was
do you
pretty.
go tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow. I already went earlier this year. But I really wanted to go again, and tickets were really cheap. So, you know what I'm gonna do, Martin? I'm going to actually share it on the screen. Isn't that fun?
Yeah, it is. Sandra, I'm just with your moderator, darling. I hope you didn't mind. Because
Well,
Sandra's pretty much on the ball.
is she on the ball? What does that mean?
It means like she's really quick, and on the ball means like how do I explain it? On the ball, it means
Oh,
like
she's quick. Yeah. I know
knows
what you
what's
mean. Yeah.
going on. You know what I mean? So yeah, where is it? I can't see it.
Yeah, sorry, I was taking my sweet time being all lazy and shit. Let me share the screen. Sorry.
Come on, girl.
Here you go. Because I think it's pretty fab. I mean, look at that.
Look at that.
So I'm going to be wearing a black tank top with white suspenders underneath and then a black pant
Very nice.
and black contacts.
Oh.
So that's going to be pretty cool.
Have you ever done that before?
Yes, a lot actually. Yeah, a
See, I'd kind
lot.
of shit myself in case I couldn't get him back out my eye.
Oh, you can always get them back out. I usually just
Hi,
use
Tony.
them. You buy them and you can keep them for a while if you want to, in your lens container, but usually you forget about them and they dry out completely because if you don't wear contacts regularly, you're not gonna replenish
No,
the liquid.
I couldn't put something. He always dresses up in suspenders. You want to see him when he come to London, Tony, mincing around Trafalgar Square in them.
Fuck all the way off. No, actually, so about the lenses, what I usually do is I put them in, and when the event is over, I just take them out and throw them away.
Good idea, because mine would be stuck. Because I'm on a permanent eye roll like that. Mine would be stuck in the back of my
Yeah,
eyes anyway.
it's actually honestly not that. It's not that bad, honestly. It's
You'll
it's
have to,
fun.
you're
I
gonna have
used to
to
do it all the
photo
time.
us. When you've you
I'll
know.
share pictures on Instagram.
Yay.
I was
Right.
so pissed. I was so pissed earlier.
Well, I'm pissed
All the
24/7.
time. I was,
What's
and
going
I
on?
mean, it's not such a big deal, but there were some people that backed out of my Kickstarter, which is fine, but it kind of sucks because they had the super early bird pledge, and I was like, that could have gone to someone who actually wanted it.
Yeah, I'll stand by what I said. Like I did say this to one of our mutual friends as well. I said that when people pledge for Kickstarter, it should be a legally binding thing. Like you basically you shouldn't be able to change your mind.
Yeah.
Because I think it's unfair on the creator because you don't know really where you are until the end, until it actually finishes.
Yeah,
So, for anybody who's backing out and stuff, like obviously it's everybody's prerogative to do what the fuck they want to
of
do.
course. You
I
can you can have
really
you can
look at
you
that.
can have a financial setback, for example.
Yeah, you can, but not don't do it because you've changed your mind, and then you back it again and change your mind to back it again. It's a bit shit that is, but
Yeah, a little bit. It is a little, but
I'll
people can do.
never ever understand people in the 51 years I've been alive. I'll never understand people, Levi.
Same here. I mean, I
Never.
wasn't sad about it at all, but it was kind of
Yeah.
like, oh man, I actually have some real life friends that didn't really know about the Kickstarter and found out, and they backed, and I would have, I would
Imagine if it was me running a Kickstarter. You imagine I'd be calling them out on Instagram, so it's a good it's a good job it ain't me really, isn't it?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
You
yeah.
know, it's just shit. Anyway, I want to give. She's not here, but I have had confirmation that she's going to watch the live later. I had a beautiful postcard come from the lovely Ingrid.
From Ingrid.
And I take it that's part of the Netherlands, I should imagine, seeing as she
It's
lives right the corner from
it,
you.
it's literally a landscape around the corner from me.
It's
Yes.
gorgeous. And you know what? I said this morning, this morning, by the way. There's so many people on here who are super lovely, and they'll just like gift you something, and even like it's a little piece of artwork, that's going to go in a frame actually.
It's pretty,
Um,
isn't it?
it's gorgeous, and Ingrid doesn't know me that well, and it just says, basically, thank you for all your beautiful tarot cards and words on Instagram, and for basically enabling her to buy the Marielle again. So that does deserve a postcard, really, doesn't it?
Yes, definitely. Well, you know that I met up with her, right?
I do, yeah, yeah.
She said something that I really recognize. A lot of people here in the Netherlands don't really have tarot. Isn't as prevalent here. We don't really have, for example, you could travel to Glastonbury or something like that, but we don't
Yeah.
really have that new age tarot world here at all. So it's kind of nice to find little live shows like this to meet
Yeah,
people.
it's nice. She's going to watch it later because she's busy doing painting or something. Tony, it is I fucking dare you, deck by Martin. Yeah, that's what it's going to
Yeah.
be called. Yeah. I
Kickstarter
would.
actually Kickstarter actually tells you that you are not allowed to share it with other people. I've been told.
Oh,
Yeah.
hello, Alex. I forgot your name then. Stupid me. It's
Hi.
me age. Right. Okay. So tonight, what we're going to be chatting about, because like we've got like, obviously there's some older people on here, and they've obviously got children and grandchildren. We've done something similar to about 2.5 years ago on our Instagram, but like,
Yeah.
obviously different decks have come out. So we're going to do like a deck for the young and the young at heart. I'm very young at heart. As you all know, I'm absolutely fucking stupid. But we thought we'd like, so what started me off really, I had these two adorable decks come by this Portuguese creator
So
by the
good.
name of Susana Tavares. And Susana is the most amazing artist. I fell in love with her artwork a few months ago, and I got the decks from her. And this is just got my heart. And this is called the Inner Child Love Oracle. And now
Oh,
look at this. I mean, come on, let's show some cat appreciation. Pink cats on the back of the cards.
I love that.
Yeah, now I mean, come on, the artwork is just it's just like the best. And Love Reigns. Now I thought Love Rain, and I thought, well, what does that actually mean? It doesn't mean rain, it means showering people with love and kindness.
Love Rain.
Love
Yes.
Rain. So you've got all these beautiful cards in here. Now these are suitable for anybody, and I've been using the deck as like pulling a couple of cards a day. And it's so lovely. I just love like really whimsical artwork. It reminds me of children's book illustrations out the 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
Um, and sometimes you get that really like lovely little deck. And you think, you know what? You don't need like all the bells and whistles and the added bits and dabs and stuff. It's just the artwork in it.
I mean, sometimes the bells and whistles are nice, but at the end of the day, it's about the content and if it's good or not, and these decks are really good, honestly.
It's the
Like,
other one. This is one's called Whispers of the Soul Oracle. Amy Martin Ethics question mark. I don't know what that means. So it's really, what are their thesis statements on the card? You mean
what are
activate
there?
your inner power with Mother Nature.
I don't know
Search.
what I don't know what Amy means with thesis statements and ethics.
No, no, mate. Best rest in a rest in a womb of crystalline light and love.
Yeah.
Um, so you can basically that's gorgeous because it looks to me like Mother Mary. So this is a deck, obviously. life thesis statements and actions.
I, I still.
Sorry, I'm not here. I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend you or anything, but could you like simplify it a bit?
Sometimes when you comment, you think like, "Oh, I'm with them in the same room, and I'm like kind of on their train of thought," but it's going whoosh
Yeah.
right over our heads, Amy. So
When we like you like it when you lurk when you work, my darling.
yes,
So yeah.
always.
So like yeah, I mean, sometimes you just need something simple, and this is like adorable for anybody. And if you wanted to gift it to your granddaughter or something, it'd be perfectly adequate. And we've got Christmas coming up as well. So and yes, we have, and it's only July, but the shops will be putting all the shit in September. So
I was in TK Maxx today, and they already had all their Halloween shit out, and I was like, yes,
oh, already.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's more? Oh, Amy, I don't think this is really like kind of the time and place to discuss what our thoughts are on life ethics at the moment on our live. I'm sorry. Maybe another time.
Yeah,
Right.
might
So,
be an interesting subject for like its
interesting
own.
subject, most definitely, yeah, but not on this live tonight, my darling. So sorry. Okay, then, Levi. Now, what is your first deck?
I
Which
mean,
you
I have shown this before.
dreams in a child.
I have shown this before. It is the White Fox Oracle by
You got me that,
Sabine.
didn't you? I love it. I absolutely love it.
Sabine from France. Her website is right here at the bottom for anyone who wants to check it out. Zedoras.net.
Yeah.
And this is very much, you can very clearly tell that this is it's heavily influenced by French cartomancy decks. This is a French deck, but you don't need to know the French language because there are no keywords. It's just symbols, but they're
Yeah.
kind of modernized. And I have to say, my camera doesn't do the vibrancy of these colors any justice.
They're totally readable as well.
Yeah.
So anybody who's looking for like a modern cartomancy system, I highly recommend this deck because it does come with a little yeah,
A
with like
little light book. Yeah, definitely. It comes with a little
yeah,
book, but I usually just actually use my follow my intuition when I
yeah,
use my.
brilliant actually. Hi Anita.
Look at that
That's
little avocado. Like,
oh
so
no,
cute.
yeah,
This is probably, and this is also one of my all-time favorite decks. Like, the symbols are just very telling. And when we were talking decks for kids, like honestly, I would have been very happy with this as a kid. I don't read
yeah.
for kids, but if kids want to like get into divination a little bit, I mean, this would be like the perfect deck for them, I think.
Yeah, because it's symbol based, and I don't think you can go wrong. 'Cause they're all universal symbols, aren't they?
Yeah, and it's very much like, what would that symbol mean? What does that symbol mean to you? There's also some more hard hitting stuff in there, like the rain. It's a really good deck. Look at this.
Yeah, it is very nice. I need to sort mine out. I ain't used it for ages.
Yeah, same here. I was like, hey, I need to use this more because this is an actually good deck that I own. So
Lisa's got a good point there. This is a good storytelling deck.
yeah.
Definitely, Lisa. Yeah, yeah. I again. Blue Crescent Tarot. Yeah, so that
Ah,
is a really, really good one. And
if I were to still be a teacher, I would probably use this for during creative writing lessons, and I
creative
would just
writing, yeah.
keep shuffling, and ask the kids to start writing a story, and then pull a card and tell them to incorporate this into their next paragraph, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
keep
nice.
shuffling, pull another one, stuff like that. Yeah. So
Definitely, that is lovely.
it's really good. And it's not expensive either, and it's from France, so that means no
No
$25
customs.
or pounds. Yeah, no customs charges, no excessive shipping charges. I mean,
Yeah,
but
I know. No, I've had a deck. I've had a deck come today. From the lovely Anel, and Anel was originally from Puerto Rico, and she moved to the States, and she's actually in England as we speak because she's
ooh,
doing a tour of Europe. And she sent me this deck. And this is another one. It comes with no guidebook. There's a little keyword on the bottom. The bold is Spanish. The English is lighter font.
Oh, because I was wondering, is there English on there? But there is.
There is, and it is an absolutely beautiful, intuitive deck as well. So that's all about letting your tears flow. That one is, what does that say? Um, Bet on the unthinkable. So, it's all about something that can happen. You got a beautiful crystal there with a person in it. And it's another symbol based deck.
Yeah,
So that's all about going with the flow. Somebody else did the artwork. White Feather is all about signs. So you can see how intuitive this is as well. So
you could
yeah,
almost like not have the keywords on there and still
yeah,
use
you
it.
could, yeah, because I mean, you can see that that's all about releasing toxic thoughts and negativity. So you got the box there, and everything's coming out. And you know what? It's simple, it's beautiful. I absolutely love it. And to get something like this off somebody is really special because you know it's just one of them decks. So you think, well, I could actually use that for readings for people.
Yeah,
Because
and it does fit this category a little bit as well.
it
Like,
does. That's what I mean. The artwork's very whimsical. It's all very non-threatening. There's no negativity in here at all. And that one's all about always choose from a place of love. How beautiful is that?
yeah,
Just a simple illustration. And this is another one that's suitable for the younger reader or the young at heart. So
yeah,
I highly recommend that, guys.
that's actually a really inspiring statement. Actually, always choose from a place of love,
Yeah, it is. It's
because
nice.
because that could also mean, maybe sometimes choose something that may not be 100% for you, but that makes someone else very happy, for
That's
example.
it, yeah, yeah. And these, I think she had to work with a psychologist as well, with from what I can gather.
Yeah,
And it's just one of them decks where you just open it and completely fall in love with it. And I think that's what we need sometimes. Keep it simple and usable. And it's cool, isn't it?
really stunning, really, really stunning.
Yeah,
The next one I have is a tarot deck, which I have to be honest about. It's not the best tarot deck ever, but you could very easily like use this to read together with your kid, and it looks pretty cute. So it's the tarot for all ages.
oh, that's nice. Hey, Stu.
I love, hey Stu, I love the back design.
Yeah,
Once
I like
again,
it actually. Do you know that was in Purgatory and I took it out?
yeah, it's pretty cute actually.
It is
It's
actually, yeah. It's super cheap as well.
whoops, I did. I must have been very inspired by this deck when I drew my Three of Pentacles. Oopsies! Not gonna redraw it though, but this is really stunning, and it was actually really affordable too.
It's about
Um,
£12, and it's Sandra says I bought it for Candy's daughter as a gift. That's a lovely
yeah,
gift for a younger person.
you know what it is though, because for example, I was looking at that my local tarot store stocks that Fauna Bell tarot, that tarot for kids,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and that looks kind of like this, but there you have to like count how many bubbles there are in the suit of cups to know how many cups there are, and this just has
yeah,
a number on it, which is
yeah.
better,
Which is better, yeah, exactly.
But this is actually rather cute. I may actually also start using this a bit
I
more.
saw somebody on the Instagram, I don't know who it is, uses that pretty exclusively.
Yeah, it's actually a really dope deck. Like
It
it's
is, yeah.
we kind of wrote it off, you and me both, a little bit. Like, man, I don't like it. I don't like it. But it's actually really good.
Yeah, I pulled mine out of Purgatory. It is a really nice
I
deck.
may actually even use this tomorrow because it
Yeah,
is. It's. I love that they named the Hierophant the Mentor.
yeah, it's nice. Look who's here. Oh my God, our Marvin, all the
Hey,
way from New
Mark.
Zealand. You're all right, love. Send me a WhatsApp when you can. Um, so following on from Levi's Tarot of All Ages, I have got the Good Karma Tarot, and this is one of my favorite decks. It's just so lovely, and it's one of them like hugs in a box kind of decks. It's just got all kinds of people on here. It's very readable, all Rider-Waite-Smith based. Good for the younger reader or anybody really. I just really do love this deck a lot. This would be great for reading for somebody who's never had a tarot card done, tarot reading done. The people are modern, they've got tattoos on and stuff, and there's people of colour, black people on here, diversity on here galore. So you can't really go wrong with this deck at all. And I love the vintage, like kind of whimsical illustrations as well.
Yeah, it's really cute. It's kind of got that, you know, I like it's kind of an alternative for people that want something modern,
Yeah,
but don't really necessarily like the modern witch tarot, for example.
yeah, that's it. I mean, you've got like, you can see exactly what's happening in that card,
Yeah, the
Be just
scenes are very telling, actually.
they are, yeah, and the guidebook is well written. B, you're right there. And it's on lovely. I mean, I know the cardstock's glossy, but it's lovely glossy cardstock. And this is another one as well. It's super cheap to pick up. I think this is about £15.
Yeah,
Um, and I do look at that camp page of cups. I mean, look at that. It's just it's just like a vintage illustration, I just love it. This is
yeah.
an adorable deck.
It's kind of
Yeah,
50s looking sometimes.
yeah, I love it. Yeah, yeah. What's your
Really.
next one?
So I didn't really have that many tarot decks where I thought, hey, this is suitable for kids.
The
Uh,
good Karma Tarot, Alex.
the good Karma Tarot. I figured she might like that because it is kind of in a similar ballpark to hers, actually.
Yeah, yeah, it is nice.
The next deck I have is actually a Schiffer deck, or Red Feather, I should say. It's called the Secret Woods Oracle.
No, I never actually got that one.
I have used it once, and I will tell you guys why. There's not that many cards in here. There's 28 cards.
Mm,
However, the art is super luscious. Once again, card back appreciation. I
yeah,
love
yeah.
this. So we get all these archetypes. These are all archetypes, sort of.
Oh, well, what's the so meant? It's so little cards. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know why, but it's, I don't think this is meant to be used in a spread. I think this is more so meant to be used as a maybe one card pool every now and then, and then it's fine. But you get
Okay.
really cool archetypes like the creatrix, the performer, the sorcerer, um, the seer. I love this illustration, by the way.
Are the large cards, Levi? Because B
Yeah,
says they look large.
they're really large. I honestly always think that Red Feather, and I hope they are listening, but I reckon they are not. The one big problem that I have with their products is the price point at which they are sold.
Yeah, they are quite expensive for mass market, aren't they?
They're quite expensive for mass market, and they, for example, this cardstock is literally, it's, you can't see it on screen, but it's literal, cardboard.
Okay. Yeah, yeah,
It's but and you know that I actually like a thinner cardstock, but this feels like that craft paper you buy
yeah.
at the
I do.
the
Yeah,
colored craft cardboard you used to have as
yeah.
a kid. That's what this feels like. So I don't think that is very good. The gilding isn't that great. However, these are wonderful illustrations to look at. And this will be fun for a kid that can read a little bit already, even
Well,
because this,
we've had a brill tip here. Look for that deck.
yeah. So that's exactly how I did use it when I
Yeah,
used it
yeah.
once. But it's good. I wish it would have been a bit more affordable. I think it's a bit too expensive. And this is actually quite a new Schiffer deck, but I don't know where they were going with the cardstock, but it just wasn't. But this is
Oh,
very retro looking as well, isn't it?
adorable. That's like a 1950s like kind of Christmas card.
Yeah, a little bit. So this says defender, protect what's important. So this is very there's an archetype and then there's an affirmation. This one I love as well. quiet your mind. Your body needs you for this year.
That's nice, actually.
So
It is a beautiful deck. It's a shame there's not more cards to it, though.
the writing is really profound, really good. But yeah, like I said, it's a bit expensive for a hey, let's just try this out deck. But it's
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
get
No,
it. And sometimes when red feather decks get like older and they kind of have overstock on Amazon, sometimes they will go for very cheap. I saw that they used to have this Gaia's Messages Oracle with photos. Do you
oh,
remember?
that's foil. Yeah, I actually had that and sent it back.
It
I had
is vile, but
£5.
you could get it for you could get it for like five,
Yeah, yeah,
£6.
yeah. It is. Yeah, it's horrible though.
Yeah.
Now I've got a deck next, and everybody loves this, and I'm not. No, I don't hate it. I just don't like it. I just can't use it. It's been out the box once, and this is the perfect deck for a younger reader. And this is the Arboridium
Oh
Oracle deck.
my God! Do you actually have that?
Yeah, I had it a
Didn't even
while
know you
ago.
did.
Yeah,
You
well,
bitch.
obviously, well, it's got this lovely guidebook with it and the stickers and everything in the box, and the artwork is just phenomenal. It's so lovely. Now, shall I tell you what puts me off? Right, you've got a keyword on the card saying Driftolubs.
Driftolubs, yes.
Yeah. Now, this is kind of what puts me off. If you had keywords like this in motion, which is fine, and enter
Okay.
and extra pluffs, see.
Okay, never mind. I'm over it.
Yeah, I know, I know. It is a beautifully designed deck, but I'm sorry, it just fails as an Oracle deck.
It
Maybe as
looks a bit
artwork,
like this.
yeah, yeah. Maybe as artwork, absolutely stunning. But I've took it out the box, as I said once, and it's gone back in the box. Actually, I'll probably sell it. Because I just cannot get my head around it whatsoever. It's a shame.
What are extra bluffs?
Well, it's all in the guidebook, and I don't want an Oracle deck that you've got to rely on the guidebook.
No.
And it's just Levi's always got that reaction.
I mean, I where it's like this. It's my Uncle Fester look. Thanks
How
for
many
noticing.
cards in the deck? There's 44B, and a guidebook as well. And it's signed as well by the artist on the back. Not as though that makes any difference, I'm just saying.
I remember this being really popular with like hundreds and hundreds of backers, but I never see anyone
Oh,
use it.
I don't know why I had it, because I mean, yeah, I do love like kind of whimsical kind of art like that, and the creator is British. But like when I got it, I thought yeah, it is Sandra. It's a made up language for the deck. Yeah, but like I mean, I don't know that language.
Nor
So yeah,
does he care.
nor does anybody fucking else. we- so
Cockwomble.
Cockwomble. Right, okay. What's your next deck?
Sorry. Tony made me chuckle a bit there. Of course, this is for slightly older children, teens, as you would.
Which
Uh,
one's that one?
the Teen Angel Oracle thing.
Oh, don't, because that reminds me of our time in London. It's just
That was
that was just like the best deck ever, best deck purchase ever.
so. Honestly, if I would have gotten this when I was a teen, I would have loved it because I used to be and still am very into anime manga. This actually is used to be a Japanese only deck by the artist whose name isn't even mentioned on the box. Oh, it is by Miki Okuda, who I follow on Instagram. And then Blue Angel said, "Hey, we kind of want to publish this for the Western market, but we kind of want to change the texts and stuff." And they decided to turn it into an Oracle deck for teens, which has very sensible keywords and phrases at the bottom.
I
Very
just can't though, because when we was doing them readings to that deck, it was just hilarious, wasn't it?
well, it was hilarious because the idea of a Teen Angel Oracle deck is ridiculous. However, when you objectively look at the quality of the artwork,
Oh, it's
did
just
you know
gorgeous.
did you know that this is all hand painted too?
I think you did tell me a while ago.
This is not digital. I thought it was, and then I recently saw how do you say that again? A time lapse video of her painting it, and I don't know. I just love the anime manga vibes of this
Lovely.
deck.
It's got like this softness about it. Anita, we always have done, and we always will.
We always will, but there's so much to discover in these cards. For example, when I was looking at this just now, I had never realized that that was a Pegasus in the back.
Oh no, more me. Lorraine said I was going to buy this for her daughter. Oh, it's lovely, Lorraine. Honestly, I've seen it in person. It really is lovely.
It's a really, really good deck. It doesn't even really like read that much as a look. The little cherub angels.
That's the one I loved, didn't it?
The only thing that made it feel kind of teeny to me was the card. Was this one Electronics Overload?
Which is true, though, isn't it? You know, we all suffer from that.
Yeah,
We don't need a
definitely.
bloody angel to tell us that, love.
No,
Do we?
exactly. But to be quite honest with you, I mean, I own quite a couple of angel decks. You have too, and this is probably I think that this is maybe together with Vix's Angels Among Us
I've
one
got
of
that actually next one.
one
I
of the
think it's probably called Teen Angel because of the anime thing.
yeah.
Because the message isn't geared towards like younger people, although they're just kind of
Well,
universal.
the guidebook is a little bit like
Yeah.
when you're spending time with your girlfriends at the mall, stuff like that. But
Do that anymore. I still do that now, and I'm 51, love.
exactly same here. All my time is spent at the mall with my gal pals. But it's actually it's a lovely deck, probably one of the best angel decks I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Hands down.
that's got a 10 out of 10 for me, and you know what I'm like with angel decks.
Yeah.
Right, talking of which, now I've got two decks here, two for the price of one. No, not really, but I've got two and they're kind of, similar. Right, our lovely friend Victoria Maxwell, right? She did the Angels Among Us last year, and
Yeah.
this is the upcoming Goddess Among Us, which I had loads of shit for on Instagram. Sorry, on YouTube when I reviewed it the other week. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to wind the fuck everybody up now, and I'm going to get it out again. Right now, donate on me because I didn't do the artwork or write the guidebook. I'm just merely the peasant reviewer. So you've got lovely kind of these are geared towards like the younger person, I should say, because they've got all sassy women in and really modern people. And you've got like goddesses from all over the world. And I've got keywords on. As I said, it's really, really gorgeous, aesthetically lovely, and Vic's lovely as well. That looks like me of a Saturday night when I'm off out for a curry.
Yeah, very much so.
Have you got the angels one there?
Yeah, I've got the
Yeah,
angels one. It's
which they're together absolutely beautiful look.
yeah,
Because they've stuck with the same artist as well, which is Ellie. And
Ellie's lovely.
yeah, it's really lovely decks if you want to treat yourself or somebody younger. All very
Um,
diverse as well. Not
a
all,
lot of people that are criticizing these decks are kind of missing the point. I saw some feedback on the way Sophia was portrayed in the deck that you're holding.
yeah.
They were like, she's not black, she's Greek. It's not necessarily about a traditional depiction with this deck. It's more about if this goddess were to be on this earth right now as a person, how would the embodiment of their energy look like in today's day and age? That's kind of the whole.
Exactly. Yeah, this is the point I was trying to get across to that person when they was bashing me about Baba Yaga. I thought, oh, it's a deck at the end of the day, and Persephone was a Greek goddess. I mean, whether that you can see a Greek person in that is completely irrelevant.
I love
Um,
the hot guys in
I
this
love
one.
that one as well. Yeah, yeah. It's and Miranda just says, I love her decks. In my opinion, it makes the angels and goddesses more accessible and more relevant. I love
Yeah.
them. So do I, Moran. And if you love that one, you'll love this one. It's just brilliant. I love Vic anyway. So in my eyes, I can't do any wrong.
Yeah, you can say about her what she wants. At least she does know what she's talking about. And we can't say
She
that
does.
about all creators out there. So,
Yeah, yeah. I
not
know.
trying to
Just
be mean.
just like going like get off people's backs because it is a bit like kind of like especially like when you YouTube reviewer, You get loads of shit. That is fab. It looks like your
Yeah,
daddy, doesn't it? You
such
know.
such hot daddy energy. Like,
Yeah. And I actually put mine together, Levi. So the pink and the yellow look so cool together.
yeah, look at that. Oh, hold
Yeah,
up.
they're all shuffled in. They look really, really good together. So like, I mean, you could get. I mean, these are only like £14. I mean, it's nothing to pay, is it, for a nice usable deck? And as I said, you can get this read out straight from the box because it's got keywords on it, even though you can't see. You can on Levi's, not on this
Yeah.
one because I'm waiting. So there you go. You know, it's just lovely.
To be quite honest, this deck was probably one of the biggest surprises for me last year, where I was like, wow, there is a lot of good content in this. So
Yeah, yeah.
no
Blueprint
half-assed, no
Tarot.
half-assed guidebook.
Look at that. We've had the best comment all evening. Some people complain as a hobby. Fucking yes, they do. Hello, lovely Mel. So it's just like, just shut up and just play nicely. Right. Now, what is your next one? Is it your turn or mine? What's
I,
that?
I,
Celestite.
no, it's a little piece of Larimar,
Ah. Is
but
it
it's
your turn or mine?
what?
Your turn or mine?
I think it's my turn, but I'm also sort of, well, I'm sort of out of decks, but not really, because I was thinking, because we're now more, like I said, in the teenager category a little bit, like
Yeah, I've
er,
only got one left to do anyway. You know.
uh, all those Jasmine Becket-Griffith decks are pretty
All
good.
of them.
Yeah,
All of them. I love her artwork. And by the way, I mean, if you want something by Jasmine Becket-Griffith, but by somebody else, Julie from Peekaboo Rose has just done a deck, and it's absolutely adorable.
yeah, she's done an Oracle deck, square Oracle deck with it, with her art, which is really cool. Because for the people in the back that didn't know this yet, Jasmine Becket-Griffith has put most of her artwork in the public domain. So if you if you subscribe to her site, and you can choose what you pay, you can also choose to pay zero. She's okay with that. You can download high quality artworks by her and create your own Oracle deck. So for all the Oracle deck writers out there that are looking for an artist, you've just found it.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
really, really creepy but cute art. I actually love this edition because this is the Dutch edition, which features slightly different art from the American
Oh,
printing.
does it really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, this one is different, for example, and the backs are different too.
Yeah, they are. And mine's got like a little keyhole on, I think.
Yeah, but this is actually the first Oracle deck I ever bought. So,
I've always loved her artwork, and they're totally usable as well. I've got
so
all of
Lucy Cavendish usually has kind of weird titles like Alana Fairchild, but then she'll have really usable keywords underneath.
Yeah, totally. And I think that's such a popular deck, that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's really nice.
it's really good. It's it's one of my favorites. I love it. I it's so
Right,
zany. And
yeah, there is. There's the vampire deck that by
I have it right here. Let me grab it.
Lorraine. Levi's going to make your day for you now by grabbing that deck.
Yes, it's very much. It's
Fortunately, while Levi's just mowing over there, I've got the Beautiful Creatures Tarot by Jasmine Becket-Griffith, and this is like kind of in the same vein, and it's got keywords at the bottom. It's edged
yeah,
in purple. So this is kind of like a teeing off girl deck. What like I mean, it's not anybody can use it.
it's
But it's
very
super
usable.
yeah.
That was apart from the writer. That was actually this is actually the first tarot deck I bought for myself after I'd gotten this one.
It's just lovely. I just love it so much. I
And
really
then
do.
when I got comfortable with that, I started actually like properly studying the Rider Waite Smith. So this is also Dutch, but it's called Le Vampire in
Yeah, I've
English.
got the Light Vampire one, yeah.
And this all has a vampire imagery in it. It's really cool.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty cool deck. It's kind of bloody sometimes. Whoops, everything's falling over. That's completely
You,
fine.
Lucy Cavendish is the writer, Lorraine. Jasmine Becket-Griffiths. Hello, Ange. Hello, my darling. Jasmine Becket-Griffith is the artist.
Yeah. But this is really like it's cute. It's cute.
Yeah, it's
You know,
nice.
I
I
don't
like.
think this was the biggest hit ever for her.
Do you know that's the most expensive one out of all of them as well?
Really?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's interesting. You know, it's cute. It's cute. It's very cute. Here, I love this one. This is kind of you.
Oh, it's made miserable. Yeah, that's what it is.
Miserable with your fucking cat.
Forever miserable, eternally miserable.
But yeah, so this deck is all about vampires. All about vampires. Very teenagey. I
Yeah.
don't know. I love it. I have such a soft spot in my heart for.
Yeah, I just think it's nice, and again, like I mean, it might be a bit creepy, but it's still not scary for like the younger audience to use because the artwork's kind of whimsical.
It's really dope. I like it a lot. I think it's really cool.
Now,
But if I were to, yeah,
sorry,
your last. No. You can talk.
my last deck is the super cool Rainbow Moon Tarot, and this is by Sam West, and this is published by Rockpool.
So
This was
good.
hang on, it's all upside down. This was out last year, late last year, and it's lovely. This is like kind of got loads of diversity on it as well, loads of inclusion as well, if you like that sort of thing. It's very readable. I think for a beginner, you would kind of need the guidebook because there is some things you have to like look at and think, well, how did Sam get to that with that? You know what I mean? That card title. But other than that, it's a totally usable deck. Super, super colourful as well. Obviously, because the light, is shining on it, it looks a bit dull, but it's not. It's really,
The
really
colors
colourful.
in real life are way more vibrant. Yeah.
Yeah, it's lovely. And as I said, like it's kind of genderless as well. So that's what Sam wanted to kind of do, to kind of like make an inclusive deck. So this is a lovely one.
It's a super queer deck actually.
It is,
Really.
yeah, it's very kind of queer friendly, and that looks like a fairy godmother. So
It would actually make for a great beginner's tarot deck. Like honestly, could you imagine how cool you would have found it if this would have been your first deck way back in the day?
well, yeah, it's right, isn't it? I mean, look at the chariot. You've got Pegasus with like a girl with a cool yellow fro on it. I mean, come on.
It's so dope.
Um, it is, it's nice. And this is super cheap as well, so and I love the cardstock on this, by the way.
I have the indie version. Willem got it me for my birthday. I thought it
Oh
was
yeah, you do, don't you? What was the indie version called now?
the Marble Moon Tarot.
Marble Moon, yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
that used to be the name of her art studio, and
That's
it's
right.
not
Yeah.
anymore.
It's a nice one, Sandra. This one, if you can get it for cheap. I mean, look at this Knight of Wands. That's gorgeous. Look at the colours on that.
It's actually a really solid deck. I mean, I
Yeah,
have no complaints about it.
yeah, very lovely. So that kind of wraps up what the younger
Well,
kind of like.
I
Have you
found
found?
I found one more. Even for like little kids to kind of play with and look at, uh, this one, Messages of the Mermaids.
Oh, the Karen K one. The keywords on there. I'm just brill.
Yeah, so this is really stunning. Oh, whoops, dropping everything again. Look at me. Really stunning art. Um,
It is,
with
yeah.
you
That is
know,
a
so
nice workable deck.
yeah, it's probably one of the better Mermaid Oracle card decks out there. It's
It
really
is.
it's
Oh yeah,
simple.
Tony, yeah, Sweet Twilight Tarot. That is probably one of the better I House Oracle decks because it's straight to the point.
Yeah, I
And the
mean,
artwork,
I don't know
yeah.
what Karen was doing with her Fairy Oracle because I didn't like that at all. I think I'm
No,
allowed
it's
to say that.
completely different in it. You've got the keywords you need on that, and the artwork, as you say, is gorgeous.
Oh, look, and there's even
A
hunky
male,
a hunky merman in there. So
yeah,
that's why am I dropping all these cards, Martin? What's
I don't
that?
know, probably
And
because I'm sick.
yeah, they're a bit slippery. Also, lovely color diversity in here. I can tell you that not every mermaid is white with red hair, but it's actually a
Oh.
lot of diversity. And another male. This is actually the card that made me fall in love with the deck. I was like, I'm getting it now.
It's nice because when you're doing like kind of quick fire readings to people, that these kind of decks are like perfect for the quick fire readings, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, I honestly, give me a good keyword, give me sweet, sweet art, and I'm a happy camper, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's actually a 10 out of 10 for iOS for a change.
Yeah.
Yeah, they must have been having a good day when they done that one.
Yes. Very
Yes.
good. I mean, we don't even have to be quiet because neither of us is ever going to get published by them since you
Well, exactly, and then none they ain't gonna fucking watch our videos, are they? So,
have to do pay for like a really expensive Hay House Writers course and then pray to the gods that they're going to pick you up.
well, exactly, and then have the same book published twice with a different cover and a few added chapters. Well, you know
Yeah,
what? Let's say
exactly.
no more about that, love.
Or have an intern write all your mantras for your card deck and put your own
Yeah,
name
yeah,
on
yeah. Don't even go there. You're winding me up now, right? So,
it. I've shown all my decks now, by the way.
I've shown all my decks as well. I haven't got no knocking about at all because it was just lovely to kind of look through. Oh, always I will. It was kind of all. It's always nice to look through your collection when when you've got a bit of a because we never normally like kind of plan it, do we? We just come on and wing it, and we says, "Oh, come on, we'll do this tonight." Like,
Yeah,
have a
that was
bit
really
of
fun.
yeah, it was, and it was nice to kind of like look through your decks, as I said, and dig them all out and see what you've got and what you ain't got. Have you
Yeah,
had any? Have you had any good? Now I've had a deck come this week from
another one.
another one from yeah, Dark Cinevere.
Oh yeah, which one
Um,
is it?
this is the Neon Tarot.
Ooh, cool.
It weighs about as much as a grain of sugar. It's like you're holding nothing in your hands, right?
Yeah, their
It's so
card
cheap,
quality,
like.
yeah, isn't the best ever, but
They're all right decks though. I don't know. To be fair, I don't know what I think about it yet. Because I haven't had a chance to work with it. It's very bold, very vibrant, very in your face, which I absolutely love.
I love that
Um,
card.
yeah, it's kind of like Asian.
Yeah, it's kind of a samurai themed deck.
It is a totally lovely, lovely deck. I mean, I'll say one thing for Doc Cinevere, they have some incredibly cool artists on board with them. Um, but I'm yet to work with it because I'll never do a review on anything like unless I was so excited to do the review of this one yesterday.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I'll never do a review of anything unless I've worked with it first because I think it's really unfair. I like to kind of like get the balance before. But what can somebody tell me, right? Why even Poppy could pick this up and balance it on a claw? Why is the cardstock so light?
It's because they are from the Ukraine and they are always having trouble. Like, for example, I don't think you can even like, I don't think you can buy from Chinese printers in the Ukraine.
No, you can't. Now, Tony, I do not know that actually.
I
The
don't think
artist
so.
is called Katya. Katya, can you read that, Levi? I ain't got my glasses on, love.
Kitoka.
Yeah, Katya Kitoka.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It might be. But the backs and the fronts are all lovely, proper vibrant, and I
Yeah.
might actually use that tomorrow. But
I'm
like, I mean,
expecting the deck by theirs as well, actually.
you're expecting a deck.
Yeah, I had bought it like a really long time ago, but they forgot to ship it, and then I messaged the owner of the company, and he was like, "Send me your address, and I'll ship it to you." But usually, it takes a while for their stuff to get
Well,
here.
do you know they've got like a fulfillment center now? When I ordered this through their website, it come with is it EMS, Levi? Is that the EMS tracking or something? This come within about a week.
Okay, well,
So
I should just message them again. Like,
yeah, because they've got a fulfillment center now. So look, it's all and Saab the one that you bought me, the botanical one,
oh yeah,
and that come in a week as well. So I think they're using like external now instead of like Ukraine.
I
But
love them. I love their decks. I mean,
so do I.
are they the best quality ever with 400 GSM cardstock? No.
No, they're
Is
not, but they're usable and they're lovely.
they're usable and they're really original and really interesting. So
Yeah, the cardstock's no worse than the Fournier decks, is it?
it's kind of similar, actually.
Yeah, yeah. So like, I mean, it's fine. But like, I ain't got nothing else to share. Oh, I have one more thing before I go. Stay tuned tomorrow, bitches, because I'm going to be reviewing that Wild Woman Oracle. And that's an upcoming release. Oh, you wanted to see that card, didn't you?
Yeah, I want to see
Right.
if the cards are also kind of coppery because I was kind of
Yes,
curious.
like that kind of like
Oh, I love it so much.
foil,
I'm
foil.
definitely getting this when it comes
Yeah.
out. Like,
But you know what? I thought not as though I don't give a shit, do I, about edges. But you know, I was really kind of thought, oh, right, hang on. That they're edged in like this like dark
I think that, because they are already kind of, like
gold thing.
gold blingy, that they kind of had to make a decision budget wise about what they were gonna do.
Yeah, that one's the rewilding card, ladies. I'm going to be doing a review tomorrow, but
Really cool.
sadly, the only thing that lets it down, and it's nothing to do with the reflection of the deck, there is only 36 cards again.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I know.
it's kind of a shame. You know
Yeah,
it doesn't have 36 cards?
fixed.
This.
44 cards that one's got.
I
Now
mean,
that's not
people are
published by
probably
Water House.
it's not published. No, unfortunately not. I wish it were. I do still want to plug this. For any people that are still doubting whether or not I have, I mean, I can't make any promises. We're probably not going to make the goal. However, um, I may have found a workaround to actually make the goal another way during this round of Kickstarter. So, if you feel so inclined to get this deck or support me, please pledge, help me out. Every little bit helps. I know a lot of people that watch us, super sweet, have already like donated a couple of pounds, which is freaking amazing. That's actually really cool, and I can't thank you enough. But I really want to make this deck happen, and I really need y'all's help. So the more money we get in, the better, and so we can make a deck that has more than just two male cards in it, accessible to all those little boys out there that kind of want to see themselves in a deck but rarely ever can. And that's kind of what this deck
Okay,
is
I
for.
mean, if you don't like it for yourself, try and buy it for somebody else, and let's just make Levi's dream come true. We ain't asking like for $1 million.
Nope, nope, not at all. I've seen some other campaigns, by some more prolific, bigger creators already like get
Yeah, I need to
their goal.
see, show Deanne that Levi.
This is the brother to a brother oracle. If you type in brother to brother on Kickstarter, but with the letters T and O instead of the Roman numerals 2, you'll find it. It's not that expensive. It's a really good deck and it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna try my best to make this happen, even if we don't make the goal. I'm going to try. I'm currently in the process of finding a sponsor who's willing to add the rest of the money that's missing before the campaign is over. So it's bound to happen. And
It'll happen one way or another.
unless more people keep backing out, which isn't necessary at all. But
No, it's not. Before we go as well, can I just because I promised Nat I'll give her a shout out tonight. The Radiant Worlds Tarot, guys, it's just absolutely phenomenal. This one really did blow my mind. It's published by Rockpool. It's out in November. It's one of those decks which you think, wow, this really has got the wow factor. I mean,
that
that
one,
deck card, it's probably one of the best death cards I've ever seen. And it's just incredible. It really is. It's a nod to the Serpent Fire Tarot, but a lot more affordable. And because obviously this is mass market, and the creator is super grateful. And she's absolutely lovely. So I
yeah.
just wanted to give Nat a shout out. Well done, Nat.
I
I
think that's going to be one of the biggest hits.
I think I said that actually. I think it's going to be one of the best things that Rockpool have ever took on board. And thanks,
Honestly,
Leanne. She's going to share your deck around in some groups.
oh, that would be amazing. Thank you so much. Like, honestly, I would really appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, all the help, we can give Levi, share it. I mean, because I'm not on Facebook at all. I used to be years ago, but I'm not anymore. So like I haven't got access to Facebook groups and stuff. So if you're on Facebook, I mean, just grab the link off Levi's Instagram or YouTube and share his work for him, because there's only like 7 days left, 6 days left.
Yeah,
Uh,
like 6 or 5 days. And I promise you guys, I'm really working hard behind the scenes to find external sponsors who are willing to, add the final amount necessary to make
yeah.
to reach the goal. Because obviously, I know we're not gonna reach the full amount with us, just us. But as many pledges as I can still get, I would love to get. So yeah,
Yeah, it'd be lovely if we could just like see your face after the Kickstarter and say, "Oh yeah, we done it." Yeah, because
yeah,
it's important in it. But like, we're all doing what we can, and that's what's most important in it.
yeah.
Um, yeah, so thank you, and thank you guys for always supporting us and listening to our shit, and tolerating us and more potty mouth. And
I loved it. I love it so
it's
much with
just
you every week.
always lovely. It really are. It really is, and I look forward to this because it's becoming like a little family now, and it's nice, the support we get and the trust we've built up with people. It's nice. So thanks, guys. I really do appreciate it, and I also appreciate you, Levi, very much. So,
Yeah, I appreciate you as well.
oh no.
So
So
much
thank
fun.
Thank you, Sandra, for being a mod, and Tony for always being here and supporting us. And B, why did you delete your WhatsApp message last night before you sent it? Right, I don't know what I said in it. Right, okay then. So thanks, guys, and we'll see you all very soon. We love you all. Please share Levi's decks. Thanks, Anita, and we'll see you all next week. Bye, guys. Bye, bye,
Bye.
bye.